Hello and welcome to another episode in the series of interviews that we conduct in connection with the Ananda magazine, brought to you by the Old Boys Association of Ananda College. In this series of interviews, we feature distinguished old Anandians who have not only had illustrious school careers, but who have also excelled in their professions, becoming leaders and frontrunners in their careers and pathways. In this discussion today, we are joined by yet another distinguished old Anandian whose expertise now lies in the field of transport and logistics and who has also had the distinct honor of serving as the president of the Old Boys Association of Ananda College. Today, we are joined in conversation by Mr. Dushmantha Karannagoda. Mr. Karannagoda, warm welcome and thank you very much for accepting our invitation to be a part of this discussion.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Mr. Karannagoda, I thought of starting this discussion with you by asking you to take us back in the memory lane to your early childhood days. Let's talk a bit about your early childhood and your family background.
My father was a senior civil servant and he is from Horana and he used to serve all over the country initially as a DRO and then AGA and GA, and then finally when he retired he ended up as a permanent secretary. And my mother was a housewife and she is from a business family in Benpata. And I'm the youngest boy out of 4 boys, and then I have one sister younger to me. So my 3 brothers who are elder and elder in the sense the next in line is about 5 years senior to me. So we have a bit of a gap there. And all 3 of them got into the forces at the time, and 2 joined the Navy, 1 joined Air Force. So when it came to me, I also thought I should join the forces, but then they did not let me because they wanted somebody to be at home to look after the parents, because they all have to serve in various parts of the country in various bases. So because of that, they discouraged me getting into forces, but I happened to apply to army. It's only army is missing. But unfortunately, I was sick at that time on that particular day. Then when the interview was called, I was down with the flu or something, and then I could not attend. And that was it. That's the end of my intended army career. But I'm happy that I later got into business, and then so that suited me well. It so happened that my all 3 brothers also were at Ananda. By the time I joined Ananda, they were already at Ananda. So it's a family of proud Anandians. I joined Ananda in 1966 to grade 1, and by that time my 3 brothers were already schooling at Ananda. And at the time my father was serving in Kalutara. We were the AGA Kalutara district, so we were residing in Kalutara. So all 4 of us were boarded in Colombo, very close to the school, just 1 block away from school. And so over the weekend, say Friday after school, we take the train from Maradana station and go home. And again on Sunday evening we come back to the boarding house, and so that's how we operated. And my school days, I could say that my father encouraged all of us to do extracurricular activities and sports activities. So all five of us, including my sister, we went into doing swimming. We learned swimming and we went into competitive swimming. And it so happened that all three of my brothers and myself, we captained Ananda in swimming and water polo, which I'm sure is a world record, because nowadays you don't have four children studying at the same school and then ending up as captains in swimming. So that was a achievement. And apart from talking about swimming, I started when I was about 10 years old at the time. We used to train ourselves at St. Joseph's School, and then again in the evening at Singali Sports Club. And I started, I was excelling in my swimming, and so under 13, 15, 17 and 19, up to all these 8 categories, I was, winning the championship at college level. And then again, if you take public schools, I had the first or the second place always in my areas. I was a backstroker. So, and apart from that, towards the latter part in school, I took up to learning karate, and that again I reached the first dan black belt in that field. And then also later on I got into ballroom dancing, and there I reached the gold medal in modern ballroom and Latin American, and also into competitive dancing. I was a national champion at the time in 1990 and 91, I think, if I remember right, 2 consecutive years. And then I was selected to represent Sri Lanka at the World Dance Sport Championships held in USA in 1993, which I did. So that was my dancing career. And then also from small days, I used to sing and also learn to play guitar. So younger days, while at home, I used to take the broomstick and get this belekka cup, fix it and imitate singing. So my mother used to, scold me for doing this. To take, she's looking for the broom, whereas I am using the broom with the. So that's how I, started, getting into music. And in school also I learned a little bit of music, and then later on I was playing guitar, and then got into playing with a band while working. So that was also a very interesting, time that we had while playing. Yeah.
So school career mixed with extracurricular activities, aesthetics, sports, and the entire mix. Mr. Karannagoda, you are now the chairman of Marine Transport Services. How did you get into this field? Did you join the logistics sector right after school?
Not really. I soon after leaving school, I joined the Lake House as an advertising assistant in the foreign agency advertising, and I was there for 2 years, and then I got the opportunity of joining McLaren Shipping, where I joined as a trainee, shipping trainee. I ended up after 10 years, I served 10 years with them, and I ended up as marketing manager there. So afterwards, I had a short spell of 2 years with another company called Total Transportation, and then after which we started this Marine Transport Services, or MTS, we call it, together with few others, three others from the same industry. And we have now completed 31 years for this year with the company. Yeah.
I'd also like to ask you, Mr. Karannagoda, in your professional career, how has the experiences and the knowledge that you gained at school, how has it been useful?
Uh, that is actually the interaction with, we interact with all walks of life. That's the advantage we get studying at Ananda. So you be a team player as well as team leader at times. So that's the early grooming that I had at Ananda, and that definitely helped me in getting around with people and moving forward and developing myself as well as the company and the rest of the team.
In the beginning of this discussion, I mentioned that you were the president of the Old Boys Association of Ananda College for 2 tenures.
Yes.
We'd like to also ask you about your involvement and your journey with the Old Boys Association, and ultimately when you reached the topmost position, what were the challenges that came your way, and most importantly, how you overcame those.
Well, I started, I joined initially my age group, OBA, which is called 7580, Anandian 7580 group. So I got into the committee and then was secretary, and then I was the president in the year 2001. So afterwards, I got the opportunity to serve in the executive committee of main OBA, or ACOBA we call it. And there I got the chance to work with my seniors as secretary for 4 years on two occasions, 2 years plus 2 years. And afterwards, I was elected vice president, and I was given the task of education development. So during that time, we looked at, jointly with the school, we looked at the various levels, looked at the primary, the middle school, and the upper school separately, what the requirements would be as OBA, what we can do. And for the primary, there was an ongoing program on English education. So we streamlined during that time with my team, and then we looked at the possibility of introducing more English subjects for the middle school, and then we introduced career guidance program for O-level students, and plus seminars we organized seminars for the exams for O-levels and A-levels. So that was as the VP that what I initiated. And then afterwards, when I was elected the DP, the deputy president, then I was given the task of organizing a fundraiser by the then president, Ashoka Karunaratne. And so we thought of, I was given a able team by him. So together we thought we will organize a good outdoor musical event. So we organized this Trailblazer for the first time. The uniqueness of this event is we got all the groups together. We made it a combined effort of all groups as a fundraiser, that where the funds get distributed among all groups as well. So they make an effort to bring in the funds and promoting the event, and then we share everything. So that's the concept as VP also that I did. to give ownership of various projects of the OBA to the groups, and they could also raise some funds for them through those projects, and the objective of the OBA is also achieved. So it's a win-win situation. So I work very closely with a lot of groups of the OBA at the time. Yeah, and then afterwards, finally, 2019, I was elected the president, and that's the time the Easter bomb attack came in, challenging time, and so soon after the AGM, I had to sit with the school administration and work on various security arrangements and stuff to make sure that our students are secure, and all those checks and various infrastructure developments, etc. during that time. So, and then came 2020, the COVID came in, and that's the time that we could not move around, the lockdown situations, and so we thought differently. We wanted to find ways of moving forward. We have so many projects to carry on, and so that's the time we got into doing the online work, and we managed to with greatest difficulties we managed to hold the Olcott oration as a hybrid model, online versus very limited numbers physically attending. We also did the annual general meeting online as a hybrid version, and then we also introduced the online voting system as well to elect members to the executive committee. So all those new inventions, and we had a very able team of IT professionals in our team, OBA, and so that was very helpful, and they did a wonderful job in carrying out those online activities, and also we were probably the first school to have gone online with classes. OBA helped to give them, arrange the platform for that, and they started off doing the online classes at the time. So that was a very challenging 2-year period during that I had to face.
But I'm sure you overcame all those challenges, as you explained.
Yes, we somehow managed to hold most of the events as scheduled through the hybrid system. And also, I'm happy that I got the opportunity of giving the leadership to organize 2 major events, like the opening of Satmahala, and also the banquet to felicitate the executive president of Sri Lanka from Ananda, the first Anandian to have become the president. So all those events we managed to organize with the best of our abilities.
Emanates from something that you mentioned during this discussion, is that at Ananda we interact with students from all walks of life, and not only all walks of life but also students with different passions and different interests. If you were to give out a message to all Anandians in general, what would that be?
Yes, the message that I could give to all young Anandians is that you are very fortunate and privileged to have entered into Ananda, because everybody don't get that opportunity to walk in and call themselves an Anandian. So be proud of yourself and be thankful to your parents for choosing Ananda. And something that I've heard over the years is that an Anandian can be recognized anywhere, whether it is at his workplace the university or any other gathering. Not only because of his achievements, but also the way he carries himself confidently, but still down to earth and capable, but humble at the same time. So this is a reputation that has been built over the years by the Anandians. So it is now up to you to take it forward and show that the spirit of true Anandian in time to come. So you should also take time to study, learn the traditions and values of Ananda, and use the resources at Ananda for both education as well as sports and other activities, and develop yourself, and whichever the career path you take, these activities will make you an all-rounder. That will help you to thrive in whichever the field that you choose, and show to the world that you are a true Anandian.
Mr. Karannagoda, now, since joining Ananda College from grade 1 and in having achieved all those achievements, being involved in a number of extracurricular activities, I'm sure there are certain unforgettable memories as well. We'd like if you could share a few of those as well.
Yeah, certainly. I could mention a couple of events that or happenings that took place at the time. One is that I probably would have been in my O-level classes, and I was not a very studious person at the time anyway. With my friends, we had planned to go out and watch a film, because that happened to be a dull day in school, not many periods working and all that. So we tried to go out of the gate, and the gate was closed. I mean, in the sense were being manned by the prefects and the security. So there was a gate in between the main gate and the corner gate. That is no more. That gate is no more now. So that gate is closed always, locked, but it was not manned. There is nobody securing it. So we decided we will jump over this gate and go and watch our movie. So one by one, my friends they jumped the gate, and it came to my turn finally, and then I got onto it, and then I was climbing down on the roadside. Prefect was standing right in front of me. He caught me, and Enamal young prefect room megata. So I was shivering. I was so scared to go to the prefect's room, and so he took me into the college premises again through the gate, and then halfway through, he told me he would have felt a little bad taking me to the taking action on me. So he told me, Mali, adra annadero I karanappa mege kiyala. So I was so happy. I was so thankful to him for releasing me. And then another day, this is again, cutting school. We had pre-planned to go and watch a movie again. So on previous day. So in the morning, now every morning my father used to go and drop me at school right in front of the gate on his way to office. So I can. So this day also he dropped me, And then I could see Edison Silva sir was standing in front. He was looking after the discipline in school. So I thought he didn't see me. He knew me and he knew my father also. But I thought he didn't see me. So I quietly, moved and we went and watched the movie and went home. To see Edison Silva sir had called my father and told him that you dropped your son, but he didn't enter the gate. So I was so embarrassed when my father asked me at home that I had not gone to school. So that was another experience. And then later on, when I was as soon as we got into A-level class, there was some shifting of classrooms. So the whole class, for a short while we were outside, and we sort of made a small protest, just for fun of it, that we want our classroom and all that. So to see this news had got amplified and gone into the principal. He had got to know about this. Colonel Rajapaksa was the principal at the time. So he's a very Singalinkian Pratapavat, such a charisma. And he came out. We were wondering why. We didn't know that he had got to know this. So he walked up to us, and he was furious. We didn't know what kind of news that had gone to him. So he scolded all of us, and those who he knew, he scolded more personally. So and he happened to see me. So I was known for my swimming at the time. So he looked at me and said, "Karannagoda, you're not going to swim in my pool." We didn't have a pool at the time. Anyway, so true to his word, I never got to swim in Ananda pool.
Thank you very much, Mr. Karannagoda, for sharing those vivid memories. I'm sure memories at Ananda are abundant, and these are some of those unforgettable memories.
Yes.
Mr. Karannagoda, you mentioned that you captained the swimming team, and then later on you took on karate. You were a dancer, you were a singer. Was there anything else that you did at Ananda?
Well, I did scouting as well. I was a junior scout, and I almost completed the green cord, which is the highest achievement for the junior scout. But then, due to a technical issue, I could not get it. And then later on, I did the senior scouting as well. We had under the in the troop we had sections of 3 or 4, if I remember right, groups, and we had leaders for each. I was in Koula group, and I was the leader of the Koula group at the time. And so we used to go camping and take part in jamborees, which used to be held at Vihara Mahadevi. There was a serious thing that happened while during a jamboree. We had made in scouting we make up various things using all those knots and stuff. So we had built a bridge, huge bridge, and in the evening what we did was we all got onto the bridge, the whole troop, most of us, and we were singing. We were having a sing-song session. All were on the bridge, and halfway through this bridge collapsed, and the some of the guys held on to whatever they could, did not come down, and then myself and two other guys came down, fell. And so one guy broke his arm, one guy broke a finger. I came down like a rocket. I landed on my nose actually. I thought my nose is gone. I can still remember. I was for a second or two. I was nose down. I was standing like this, on the nose, and then somebody came and put me down. Like a headstand. So I was not sure what had happened to me, but luckily no breakages. Other two guys had all broken bones. I just got away with nothing. So I was asked to go home, but it was Asoka Karunaratna who passed away recently, our good friend. He brought me home that day in the evening. And so luckily I escaped without any injuries on that day. Yeah, so that was my scouting experience.
Mr. Karannagoda, you mentioned about your two sons who also attended Ananda College, and the younger son taking up singing just like you did.
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, your younger son was also a prefect at Ananda College, and he held a leadership position.
Yes, of course. He was a prefect, and he ended up as a deputy head prefect in his year in the top board. So I'm really proud of him, as an Anandian for what he has achieved. And he also captained the water polo team at Ananda, and he did swimming. All of them did swimming, and then they excelled in their swimming careers as well.
Mr. Karannagoda, before we head on to the last question, we'd also like to, if you could share a few thoughts about your family life, about your current updates in life as well.
Yes, of course. My wife is Ramzi, and she is a housewife, and I have 3 children. The eldest is my daughter. She is a lawyer and is married to IT professional who is also an Anandian. And it so happens that his father and his 2 brothers also are Anandians. So it's Anandians all the way through. And then I have 2 sons. The elder son is, together with my wife, we have some family business. So they are looking after that. And my youngest son is also into music like the father. And he's studying logistics now.
And I'm sure their support has been instrumental throughout your professional career as well as your tenure at the Old Boys Association as well.
Definitely. In fact, with my commitments, my professional commitments, I was in 2 minds whether I should take over this presidency at the time, because it's not easy. Once you take over those 2 years, you have to be totally committed to the affairs of the OBA. So I was, I discussed with my family and my wife, and my daughter is the one who encouraged me, you should take it, Karthi. And then my wife also gave me the green light, yes, you should do it. So that's how I thought I will finally take it.
Mr. Karannagoda, my final question to you emanates from something that you mentioned during this discussion, is that at Ananda, we interact with students from all walks of life. And not only all walks of life, but also students with different passions and different interests. If you were to give out a message to all Anandians in general, what would that be?
So we should also take time to study, learn the traditions and values of Ananda, and use the resources at Ananda for both education as well as sports and other activities. and develop yourself, uh, and whichever the career path you take, these these activities will make you an all-rounder. What that will help you to thrive in whichever the field that you choose, and uh, show to the world that you are a true Anandian. Once you finish your school career and you go out into the society, uh, you go out as an Anandian, and you need to stay connected with the school. Why Ananda is standing out from rest of the schools today is because of the contributions that as Anandians we all get together and do. So OBA, ECOBA provides a very good platform. OBA has so many branches or affiliated groups based on the ages. So you can always get together with your batchmates, and we already have so many Anandians, young Anandians who are working through their groups and helping college. They are well aligned with the OBA and carrying out those projects and activities for the good of Ananda, and that tradition need to continue, and that is how that we keep raising the bar always. The school, in terms of school development and all the facilities for the present day students, so that we will produce more and more children, or more and more good citizens to the country who love their country.
Thank you very much, Mr. Karannagoda, for sharing those advices, which I'm sure our viewers today, both the current students as well as the old boys, would take to heart. And on that note, we come to the conclusion of this discussion. We are once again thankful to Mr. Dushmantha Karannagoda for joining with this discussion and conversation. And to our viewers, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back with more episodes of this nature, with more interviews featuring distinguished old Anandians. So we invite you to stay tuned with us.